Hey guys, welcome to another episode, another video. Wherever you're listening to me, I welcome you. My name is Shikha, and I'm so grateful that you're listening. If you guys are interested, you can join my team at patreon.com/boomshikha. I welcome you there and I welcome you here. In this episode video, we're going to be speaking about patience. Now, you're probably going to think, oh man, I've heard it all before, blah, blah, blah. Just stick with me. Let me see if I can convince you of some things that I've been thinking about. Now, I am the most impatient person on this planet. I have been in the past. Very impatient indeed. To the point of throwing tantrums when things don't go my way in exactly the point of time that I expect it to, right? So very impatient, and that is one of those traits in myself that I've been working on. Like a muscle, I've been trying to build my patience. And that's what patience is all about. You can build it like a muscle. You just have to practice it. Most people think that you're born with a certain amount of patience and that's it. No, you can build it, right? So I've been building it, trying to build it over time. And my main lessons with patience always has to do with letting the universe, giving the universe a little bit more time to do the things that it needs to do. Just to backtrack a little bit, I'll give you an example to start, right? So I started in September thinking that I want to build a membership site, right? And it started off that I'm just going to make it very simple. I'm just going to have my courses on there and they can sign up and I'll add on courses regularly and that's what they're going to get for it. Very simple. Yeah? If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's basically I was making something and I was keeping it very simple, right? And as is my trend now, or my thought process, is that I try to be patient. Try is the key word. I try to be patient, right? So I was saying to myself, let me do this slowly instead of rushing into it head first, feet first. I was like, okay, let me take a little step back and let the universe send me some signs or signals telling me how am I supposed to make this happen, right? Because I don't really know. Like I went into it thinking, okay, I'm going to make it this way. I had a picture in my head, but I know because I have had practice with this for a few months now, a few years, that the universe always has a different idea and a better idea most of the time for me and my project and my life, right? So I waited and I built certain things. I was doing something on the side because you always have to add on the patience with action. You have to kind of counterbalance each other. You can't just be sitting around waiting for things to happen. You have to have both, in my opinion. Again, my opinion. Everything's my opinion here. So I did a little bit of action on the side, but I was patient and I was watching and I was waiting for the sign from the universe telling me, how am I supposed to set this up? What am I supposed to do? What is it supposed to look like, right? So the universe is going to send me a sign. And I waited. And as is the universe, she's so ironic, she, he, it, whatever you want to call it. She's so beautiful, ironic, amazing. I love her to death. And she always tests me. She always leaves it until the last possible minute, right? So on that weekend, I was sitting there, I'm like, all right, fine, I guess I just have to start thinking or doing exactly the way I was thinking about doing it, right? And in that exact moment, or a few hours later, I received this email from one of the subscribed emails that I'm on. And for some reason, I usually delete all these emails, but for some reason, the headline caught my eye or whatever it was, something poked me and prodded me and said, go and check this out. And so as I do, if something pokes or prods me or my gut speaks up, I usually do follow it, try to. And so I did. I clicked on that email, I clicked on the video, I watched the video. It was a long video, and surprisingly I stuck with it through the whole thing because I knew that it was a sign from the universe, right? And so I watched it, and in that video was exactly how I wanted to set up my membership site. Exactly how. And obviously, as I said before, the universe made it better than I could ever have thought of on my own. And so this happened. The story is just so I can tell you it happened because I was able to take the time to sit still, to be patient, to take the time to wait for the answers to come to me while I was taking certain actions, right? And so it's hard, guys. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. It's actually one of the hardest things I have to do in my life right now is to stop. Because me, as a person, I am an action taker. I just want to go and do, right? I just want to do. I want to just take action. But for me, mainly what I need to do is take a step back and say, okay, breathe, Shikha. Just relax and just wait, because I know the answer is coming. I know it. I know the universe is going to send me the answer. But if I take too many actions beforehand, then I'm going to have to backtrack, and I'm going to have to cancel all that stuff, and I'm going to have to do things, and I'm going to have to change it around much more than if I just stayed patient. There was another way that this could have gone if I was not practicing patience. I would not have been privy, or I wouldn't have been paying attention, guys, because I would be deep in like taking action and typing away or doing things, right? And I'd be so deep into action that I would not have the mind space, the stillness to notice that there's an email that I should perhaps look at. I would not have had the mind space or the patience to think, oh, my gut is telling me something. I should listen to this, or I should watch this video. Because I'd be so ingrained in the action steps, right? I'd be so ingrained in my work that I would be oblivious or unaware of all of these signs and signals that the universe is sending. Does that make sense? So the patience was required. But if I was not patient and I was just taking action, I would have missed that video. And I would have made my membership site the way it was in my head, which is good enough, I guess. But it's not as good as it is right now that I'm building. Do you know what I'm saying? So in our hurry to be doers, I do not want to say that we should not be doers, because it's better to be a doer than to sit still and do nothing ever, right? But again, there has to be the balance in between doing nothing and doing all the time. There is a happy balance in the middle, right? Hopefully, where we can be patient enough to wait for these signs and signals, but also take enough action so the universe knows that we're serious about the path that we're on. I think that's how the universe gets it. That's how we send the universe signals that the universe knows this is what we want to do. If I hadn't started working on my membership site or doing stuff for it, I wouldn't have received that email, because I received that email from a list that I subscribed to in my action taking. Do you know what I'm saying? When I started taking action, I subscribed to this list because it was related to my membership site stuff. But if I hadn't been taking action, I wouldn't have received that email. But because I was patient, I was able to watch that email. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you see the intricate balance and like the seesaw that we have to play around with? Because we have to be taking action, but we also have to be paying attention and being patient. It's so intricate, guys, and we're constantly working on it. You're never going to be perfect at it. I am obviously never still perfect at it. I'm not saying anyone can reach that epitome of perfectness, or perfection. But you can try. You can try to reach it as much as possible. You can try to be patient and to take action as much as possible, right? And if we can try, we can at least achieve a modicum of it, right? A little bit of it. Not entirely, but a little bit. So in conclusion, and to summarize all this, right? Our tendency as human beings, because we're curious, active, vibrant human beings that always want to be doing things and learning and growing, right? Because of that, we're always constantly working and doing. The main tenet of everything that I tell you guys, everything that the universe tells us, is to take a step sometimes backwards. Not forwards all the time, but backwards. Step backwards. Look at what's going on around you. Calm yourself down. Relax into it. And let everything come to you as much as possible while you're taking action. It is a very difficult balance to achieve, but it is possible for us to get there if we just keep on practicing it. Right now, I'm in the mode where I have to practice a lot of patience because there's a lot of stuff that the universe is sending at me. But because I am in this mode where I want to get my membership out, right? In my crazy mode, I have to really force myself and be like, just calm down, take a step back, relax, go watch Star Trek The Next Generation. That's what I'm binge watching right now. Just relax and watch that and just be. And wait for the universe to send you the sign, because it is going to come. Make sense? I hope this makes sense to you guys. I tried as much as possible to explain it to you from my perspective. And if you guys have any comments or anything that you want to send me as feedback, please do. I'm always looking forward to hearing from you guys. And also, please do join my team at patreon.com/boomshikha. That's my name. I'll see you guys next time around. Bye for now.